Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. I saw his hand on her waist before the music even reached me. My breath faltered. My stomach twisted into a cold knot. In that moment everything inside me went quiet. Too quiet. The kind of quiet that comes right before a storm breaks and destroys everything in its path. She was smiling. He was leaning close. And I stood frozen at the entrance like I had walked into the wrong life. It was supposed to be harmless. That is what I told myself while doing my makeup. That is what she whispered when she cupped my face earlier that evening. It is just a party. It is just my old friends. Yes, he will be there. You trust me, right? The word trust used to taste sweet. Tonight it felt acidic, burning the back of my throat. I should have turned around then. I should have walked away when she said her ex would be there and called it non-negotiable. But I stayed. Out of loyalty. Out of fear. Out of that horrible aching hope that love could fix anything. When she finally noticed me at the doorway, she jolted back, laughing too loudly like she needed excuses to cling to. She rushed over, cheeks flushed, the faint smell of cologne on her dress that did not belong to me. You made it, she breathed. Good. Come. Let us enjoy. Do not overthink. Please. Her voice softened on that last word. My heart cracked a little because she used the exact tone she always used when she wanted to soothe me and control me at the same time. I followed her inside. Fake warmth wrapped itself around me. Fairy lights. Champagne glasses clinking. Laughter floating in the air like it belonged to another world. Everyone here seemed to know him. Her ex Daniel. The one she never fully let go of. The one who always hovered in shadows of conversations. The one who still messaged her on her birthday. The one she called a mistake but never blocked. He approached with a confident smile that did not reach his eyes. So this is the famous husband, he said. Finally we meet. I forced a polite nod. Hi. He looked at her. She looked back. And there was something there. A flicker. A language made of unfinished feelings. My chest tightened. I tried to breathe. I tried to remind myself I was overthinking. She loved me. She chose me. People can be friends with their past. Right. But the way his fingers brushed her elbow as he passed us made something inside me jolt like an electric shock. And she did not flinch. She did not step away. She just continued talking to others like my world was not starting to tilt beneath me. Later I found her alone near the balcony, staring out at the night city lights. Her shoulders looked heavy. Her hands trembled slightly. I thought maybe she was nervous too. Maybe she felt guilty. Maybe she needed me. Are you okay? I asked softly. She turned, surprise flashing in her eyes. Then guilt. Then something else. Something unreadable. Like her soul was flickering between two worlds. I am fine, she whispered. Memories are weird. You know. Do you still love him? I asked before I could stop myself. Her silence lasted too long. Then she gave a tiny laugh. Can we not do this here? She murmured. Not tonight. Not tonight. Like there would be another night for this conversation. Another night for heartbreak. Another night for truth. That is when I knew something terrible was coming. Not yet. But soon. Something that had already begun without me. As the party went on, I watched her. The way she kept glancing around. The way her phone lit up and she turned the screen away. The way Daniel hovered near her like gravity existed only between them. My heart felt bruised. My mind kept fighting itself. Maybe I am insecure. Maybe I am paranoid. Maybe she deserves trust. But another voice whispered louder. Wake up. You are losing her. Near midnight I stepped outside for air. The winter breeze slapped my face awake. I needed to think without music and perfume and ghosts dancing in the room beside me. That is when I saw them through the glass. Her hand in his thumb brushing over her knuckles. Both of them turned slightly away from the crowd like the world had narrowed to just the two of them. My chest burned. I felt something break. Quietly. Cleanly. Like a string snapping in the dark. I did not confront. Not yet. My body was numb. My heart was tired. I walked back inside. She looked at me and her eyes widened like she knew I knew. I think we should go, she whispered. And I nodded. Because I already understood something she had not said out loud yet. We were already ending. All that was left was the truth. The car ride home felt like sitting beside a stranger wearing her skin. She stared out the window, jaw tense, fingers fidgeting with the bracelet I had given her on our 3rd anniversary. The silence felt alive, like it was breathing between us. Heavy, tangled, sharp. The city lights blurred past. My throat felt tight, but I finally spoke. How long have you been talking to him again? Her breath caught. She did not look at me. It is not what you think. My heart thudded painfully. That phrase always means it is exactly what you think. Maybe worse. Then tell me what it is. She swallowed. Her voice wavered. We reconnected a little. Nothing serious. It was just conversations. I stared ahead. The streetlights flickered across the windshield like flashes of truth I did not want to see. Why did you hold his hand tonight? Her silence was a razor blade. I panicked, she finally whispered. I did not know how to act around both of you at once. He reached out. I reacted. I am sorry. Her words sounded rehearsed. Clean. Too controlled for someone drowning in innocence. Do you still love him? This time she closed her eyes. When she opened them, tears glimmered but did not fall. I do not know. Those 4 words sliced through me. No shouting. No dramatic crash. Just quiet devastation that hurt more than any explosion could. He was my first love, she murmured. And sometimes memories feel louder than reality. But I chose you. I married you. I am here. Does that not mean something? I let out a breath I did not realize I was holding. It means everything. And yet tonight it felt like I meant nothing. She flinched. Her hands tightened around the bracelet like she could squeeze time back into place. When we reached home, she stepped out first, wiping her face like she wanted to erase the night. Inside the house, she stood near the hallway, arms folded like she was holding herself together. Please do not think I cheated, she whispered. I made a mistake. A stupid one. But I did not betray you, not fully. Not fully. The phrase echoed like a confession disguised as mercy. I walked past her slowly. My feet felt heavy, yet my mind felt painfully clear for the first time in months. You did, I said quietly. You crossed the line the moment you let him stay in your life. When you let him still matter. When you made his presence non-negotiable. Tears spilled down her cheeks this time. I love you. I never wanted to hurt you. Love. That word trembled in the air like a candle in wind. Fragile. Flickering. Almost gone. If you loved me, I said, voice trembling, you would have protected us from him. From this. She reached for me instinctively. I stepped back. Her hand hung in the air, empty. And suddenly the space between us felt wider than any distance on earth. Can we fix this? She whispered, voice breaking. I looked at her. Really looked. The woman I loved. The woman I trusted. The woman who let a ghost walk back into our life and haunt us both. I do not want to spend my life fighting for a place in your heart, I said quietly. I do not want to compete with memories. I am done giving love to someone who keeps parts of herself elsewhere. Her sob hit the air. Soft. Devastating. She sank into the couch, face in her hands, trying to hold on to a future she had already let slip through her fingers. I went to the bedroom. Pulled out a suitcase. Not anger. Not revenge. Just a quiet, aching choice to save whatever pieces of myself were left. When I came back to the living room, she stared at me with red, swollen eyes. Please. Do not leave like this. I am not leaving in anger, I whispered. I am leaving because I still love you. And if I stay, I will hate you. And I do not want to remember us that way. Her lips trembled. He does not have me. You do. I shook my head slowly. He never let go of you. And somewhere inside, you did not let go either. I cannot compete with unfinished love stories. I deserve someone whose heart is not divided between past and present. She covered her mouth to stifle a sob. A raw sound escaped anyway. I nearly broke. Nearly dropped everything and held her. Nearly convinced myself love could fix broken things if you held tight enough. But sometimes holding on is how you drown. I walked to the door. Turned back one last time. Take care of yourself. Her voice cracked like shattered glass. I am losing you because I could not let go of him. And now I do not have either of you. I paused. My heart clenched. But I kept walking. Some love stories do not end in fire. Some end in quiet heartbreak at midnight, with a suitcase in hand and tears you refuse to shed. And sometimes walking away is not the moment you stop loving someone. It is the moment you start loving yourself again.